David, 5:04 right now. I want to go back out to the scene in Fort Bend County where Sheriff Troy Nels will be speaking about the shooting overnight.
County Sheriff's Office. And with me is Lieutenant Charles Kachala with the Precinct 4 Constable's Office. About 1:40 this morning, we received a call for a property check in the Sienna Plantation subdivision, the house behind us. Deputies responded to the scene. A neighbor called and stated that she saw an individual running down the street and called and thought it was a little suspicious. So we had deputies respond to the residence to do a property check. 3 of our sheriff's deputy units responded to the scene, as well as a deputy with the Precinct 4 Constable's Office. They entered the residence through a back door that was not secure. They were then going through the process of clearing the home. And at some point in time during clearing that home, a sheriff's deputy discharged his weapon, thought that there was a suspect inside the house. It came to be that the individual that the deputy shot was a Precinct 4 deputy constable. Right now, there is an enormous amount of personnel out here. There's a joint investigation being conducted from the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office as well as the Texas Rangers. Statements are being taken with the deputies that were on the scene, and it's a very somber moment. The family has been notified. Constable Nels, Trevor Nels, is at the hospital with the deputy's wife, and I was notified just a few minutes ago that the deputy passed. So, you know, what else do you say? You got to pray for everybody. Just a tragic scene here. So I'm open to some questions. I hope maybe I can answer, maybe I can't. But
Sheriff, we understand from some of the scanner traffic that maybe there was a problem with the radios working inside the home, or
I don't have any information on that. I don't have any information as whether there was a communications problem or I don't know. But what we do know, Jeff, is there's a very thorough investigation being conducted right now to make sure that we piece all this together.
Sheriff, is your agency the lead investigators on this?
Well, we're doing a joint investigation with the Texas Rangers. So we have 2 Texas Rangers on scene, and the deputies are obviously going to be placed on administrative leave pending the investigation. But no, we would treat this as we would treat any officer-involved shooting.
Tell me about the deputy constable. Can you release any information about him? Lieutenant, what kind of man was he? What might have been up to the...
Deputy Caleb Rule. He's worked...
I got it.
He's worked for the Precinct 4 Constable's Office for the last 2 years. Prior to coming to work for us, he worked as a detective with the Missouri City Police Department. He's married, has children. He's assigned a Riverstone contract here in Fort Bend County. He's one of our night shift patrol deputies.
And the officer that pulled the trigger, how long has he been on the force, Sheriff?
I don't know. I didn't pull their personnel files, but he's a contract deputy out here in this Sienna Plantation subdivision on night shift. So I don't know his tenure, how long he's been employed with us. But
just to be clear, you say on contract. Does that mean was he on duty, or was this his extra job? Or,
No. The sheriff's, Sienna Plantation, obviously this subdivision is very large, and they have a supplemental patrol contract through the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office. So we have deputies, patrol deputies, that are strictly assigned to this neighborhood. So our deputy that was patrolling tonight in Sienna Plantation, his assignment, as it relates to the Precinct 4 Deputy Constable, he was on a contract in Riverstone, which is a neighbor to this subdivision, and the relationship that we have with the Precinct 4 Constable's Office. I mean, these deputies work so well together, and he helped, he responded as well, as they often do, to help each other out on calls for service.
Was that house vacant at the time, or?
Yes, the house is vacant.
Were you guys able to determine if someone did break in?
We're conducting the investigation right now, and right now we don't believe there was any forced entry other than what I told you, that the back door was unsecure.
What kind of emotional toll does this take, you know, on your department, First Lieutenant, and then Sheriff, I'll get you to answer the same question, but just tell us, what are you going through? Tell us about what you're telling your guys out here.
Well, a lot of our personnel don't know about it yet. That's a call we'll make this morning. I've only been with the constable's office 2 years, or 3 years actually. As far as I know, we haven't had an officer involved fatality like this, even prior to my employment with Precinct 4 Constable's office. So it's going to be tough.
Can you release the deceased's name right now? Is that okay?
We'll have more information too, and I'm sure you all are going to be out here for the next several hours, and we'll try to provide you more updated information. But of course, you ask about the emotion. You know, how do you explain? How do you? I don't know. All right.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
I've been listening to Sheriff Troy Nels, one of the deputy constables from Fort Bend County Precinct 4. Constable deputies there on the scene, giving us what information they do have about what's apparently the accidental shooting of a constable's deputy from Precinct 4, and sadly, that deputy has died.
Yeah, it happened just before 2 this morning in the Sienna Plantation subdivision. And apparently we know that both the deputy constable and the sheriff's deputy were responding to the same call of possibly an intruder or a burglary inside a home. And in the course of that, the sheriff's deputy accidentally shot the deputy constable. We're going to have a lot more coverage of this morning and all the news. We also have Kathy Hernandez at the hospital, where I'm sure other deputies will gather this morning.
Indeed. There's nothing else to say. You just feel so bad for his family, man. He had kids. The guy had kids.